So earlier this year, I watched this new movie called The Parenting, and I'm finally getting around to reviewing it. And The Parenting follows a couple, Rohan and Josh, who rent a countryside villa for a weekend getaway with their parents. Rohan plans to propose, hoping for a magical moment. Instead, they awaken a 400-year-old poltergeist by reading a cursed Wi-Fi password, Ego Sum TB Andreas, which is I offer myself to you, Andreas. The demon possesses Rohan's adopted father, Frank, triggering a series of eerie and comedic events that unravel family tensions and test relationships. Clashing parenting styles and generational values are front and center, where Josh's quirky, supportive parents contrast sharply with Rohan's uptight, judgmental ones. And Josh tries to get Rohan's parents to accept him because of his class status and how different he is. And Rohan basically tells him to lie to Rohan's parents about who he is, which makes for some emotional depth and great scenes between the two, especially with Josh and Rohan's parents. The demon's manipulation of Frank, who is Rohan's father, mirrors how unresolved emotions and repression can consume someone. The movie balances laughs with scares, though the horror is more on par with Ghostbusters than Evil Dead. Nick Dodani, who plays Rohan, plays the more anxious, tightly wound half of the couple. His performance leans into neurotic humor, but Brandon Flynn brings a laid-back charm, offering a counterbalance to Dodani's intensity. He's more grounded, and his warmth helps soften the movie's more chaotic moments. Together, they portray a couple with real emotional stakes. Dodani and interview describe their dynamic as loving each other even when they're annoying the shit out of each other, which is the perfect explanation, and it adds a relatable layer to them. Brian Cox steals scenes with his comedic timing and eerie transformation. Parker Posey adds flair as the eccentric stranger. Lisa Kudrow and Dean Norris have a surprising chemistry as Josh's parents, and Eddie Falco is underutilized in this movie. Craig Johnson is the director and leans into practical effects and quirky tone, which somehow worked really well for me. I was really surprised by how much I really did enjoy this movie and how much I connected with it in some way. When it came to the relationship stuff and trying to and the themes about trying to be accepted by people who don't accept you, basically. And the movie's pacing and tonal shifts make it feel like it's caught between a sitcom and a spooky thriller. The haunted house setup is classic. The scares are more goofy than chilling. The Parenting is a genre mashup with moments of charm and wit. It's a fun watch for fans of horror comedy where the horror is goofy while the comedy is dark and raunchy. And yeah, the horror in this felt more like Ghostbusters or Haunted House or almost silly parody but the humor was more dark, basically adult type of humor. And I give this movie an A+ and 9 out of 10. I know I like this movie a lot more than others probably do, but let me know your thoughts about this movie down below, and